The MrBeast situation just got so much worse.
I have received thousands of leaked messages from an official MrBeast work chat, and let me tell you, they are absolutely insane.
Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be covering the update to the MrBeast situation because it's insane. So insane that the FBI have actually been contacted. Like, this is past the point of just YouTube drama right now. We're going to cover this entire situation and why the FBI have been contacted, and also why the people that have contacted the FBI are now getting exposed themselves. It's mental. Let's just get into it. As you may know, Ava Chris Tyson, who is a long-standing friend of MrBeast, actually earlier in this year had some serious allegations labelled against her involving children, some really nasty stuff, and she actually tweeted saying, "I would like to apologise for any of my past behaviour or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health." At least she'll not be focusing on anything else. So as she said, she mutually agreed with MrBeast that she's going to leave the company. However, MrBeast came out with a total different story and basically said he knew nothing about this and he actually fired Ava Chris Tyson. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behaviour online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I have seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. So basically, he's kind of wiping his hands with it, basically saying, I knew nothing, I don't know what's going on. Now, later in this video, we're going to discuss the evidence that proves MrBeast might have actually have known about this situation. Now, this entire MrBeast situation got so much bigger when a former employee of MrBeast called Dogpack404 made a series of videos kind of exposing the behind the scenes of the MrBeast team. I've done a full video myself discussing all of those videos, so if you want to go and watch that after this one, go do that. And this basically started like a full onslaught of people criticising MrBeast, which he's never had before. Now, one of the main trailblazers against MrBeast is a YouTuber called Rosanna Pansino. She's basically known for being like a bacon YouTuber. Like, she's not a commentary channel at all, but she switched up entirely so that she could cover this situation. I think it's important to note that she was also in a MrBeast video and she felt like she was wrongly treated in that video. She believed that she was edited out of a video that she feel like she should have been a part of more. Like, if you look at her channel, it's so funny because it's so cute. Like, I bought mini nostalgia toys that actually work. And then the next video is, MrBeast is dangerous. Her audience must be like, fucking hell, this is a little bit of a turn. It's like having lemon and herb at Nando's and then instantly going to the hotter sauce. Now, her most recent video on MrBeast that's just dropped in the last couple of days is titled MrBeast Knew All Along. 1,000 plus leaked messages. Now, I would have loved to have been in the MrBeast room when this dropped. Like, imagine seeing that title against you. You'd be like, oh my lord, what? Now, I'm going to break down everything that they say in this video, and we're going to look at the evidence that came out after the videos dropped, which kind of disputes a couple of things and creates even more drama. So basically, in this video, she has the help of Dogpack404, who made that series of videos on MrBeast also. They're basically coming together to react to all of these leaked messages that have been sent to them by a former MrBeast employee, which is kind of crazy. All of these were between 2020 and 2021 on Telegram. And whenever I hear something about Telegram, it's never positive. I have never heard a good thing about Telegram. It's either some people getting exposed or people having group chats for their dodgy Amazon Fire Stick. There's nothing else. And she says in this video that she's reached out to multiple MrBeast ex-employees to kind of validate these messages that they are actually true. So the video kicks off with Rosanna giving us a preview, a disclaimer of the type of messages that she's going to talk about.
Some of these messages touch on sensitive topics like SA, anti-Semitism, incest, and one message even allegedly contains a sexually explicit photo of a 13-year-old child.
Okay, well, that's a little bit intense from Bacon. The pipeline here is absolutely crazy. When I first heard that, I was like, I don't think this is YouTube content anymore. That last thing that you said, it's illegal to own photos like that, and it's illegal to send photos like that. So even though she is not the person who is doing the messaging of these photos, even her sending this to other people to validate them, I'm pretty sure that's illegal in America. If this was me, surely you hand this in to you know, the authorities that deal with this. I mean, it's great for us because we get to like know about this situation, but I feel like this is a lot deeper than just YouTube drama at this point. She then goes on to say that she's going to be releasing like more of these messages in more follow-up videos
as I sort through them over the next few weeks, but today I'm just going to focus on showing that MrBeast was very aware of Ava Tyson's online behavior.
Look, I don't want to criticize this woman too much because she's not the main offender in this video. It's MrBeast and the people in this group chat. But I feel like you really should look at all of these messages and put them in one video. I don't feel like you should be making money, like more and more money and more content and really milking these messages if they're as bad as what you say they are, which we're going to take a look at. Like the vibe straight away on this video, it's just a little bit off for me, and I'm not trying to be too critical, but that's just the vibe I got. So herself and Dogpack, they like start to go through the messages, and we learn that Jimmy in this group chat is under the alias John Smith. So I'm just saying that for context if you're wondering why they keep saying John Smith.
John Smith linking Jimmy Donaldson's wiki feet and then saying, my feet are a 4.8 out of 5.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Mine are a 5 out of 5.
It's like, why are you showing us him linking the wiki feet? In this video, you've proven that John Smith is actually Jimmy. Like, why are you... I just feel it's weird that they're joking about wiki feet when they've teased us with a photo of, like, an underage kid that they're in possession of. They then show the explicit photos.
I'm going to get to the messages, starting with this sexually explicit photo of an alleged 13-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, obviously it's blurred. Like, I appreciate that they blurred this, but this is absolutely wild. Like, why would this person, Ava Tyson, put that in a group chat? Like, even in the text message that Ava's sent, she she knows that this person is meant to be 13. Now later in this video, we're actually going to talk about whether this image is actually a 13-year-old. But Ava fully in her head believed it was. And for her to like put this message in a group chat, it doesn't matter if it's a work group chat, that's sick. The fact that this was in her camera roll, like what kind of person would do that?
A lot of people on the internet are labeling this picture as Ivanka Trump. I can't find any definitive proof that it is.
So hold on to that thought where they say they can't find any definite proof that it is, because later in this video that's going to come back to bite them. But that doesn't change the fact that it's sick that Ava actually believed that this Ivanka Trump was that age when sending in the photo.
Wildly inappropriate and just insane for a company chat.
I don't think that makes a difference, if I'm honest, love. I feel like it's inappropriate for any chat. I don't feel like MrBeast should be like, look guys, can we keep the photos of 13-year-olds outside of the work group chat? That's purely personal. That's just wrong in any chat. I don't think it like adds extra weight that it's a work group chat for images like that. Both of them then discuss how this is actually illegal.
Images of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law.
But surely, by them reading out this, then they're also breaking the law because this is in their camera roll. Like, they've had to had this downloaded on their PC so that they can show it in the video. Like, this is why I feel like this is not content anymore. If you fact check this and you have confirmed that woman was 13 in that picture, you send that to certain authorities. You don't, the first thought you have is not make a YouTube video on it.
That image was suggestive.
Yeah, in my best judgment.
Again, though, like, just to keep this video balanced, because, you know, the MrBeast group are the worst people in this situation. The fact that they all target their videos to very young children, and then that Ava, who was, like, a big part of the videos, is posting this in, like, private chats. It's very strange. It's very strange why that person was allowed to then interact with people that are also that age. And also, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on like this Rosanna Pansino, because the content that she's been doing on MrBeast, like a lot of her previous videos, she makes really good valid points about him, and I'd like to think that she makes these videos for the right reasons. But I'm also a YouTuber myself, and I know that YouTubers, when something's doing well, they continue to do it. And if you look at her channel, and I'm not saying this is true or nothing, I'm just literally just kind of looking at facts here. Whenever her views are slightly dropping, like you see here, 178, 149, 138, then she releases a new MrBeast video, and like if you look at her MrBeast videos, they obviously like outperform her actual videos by like 3, 4, 7 times the amount. Like, she's making a lot of money off this situation. These aren't like what Dogpack did with his videos where they're unmonetized. And again, like I said, in a lot of these videos she makes really good points, but in this latest video I feel like this one's just too far. Like, it's almost like you've squeezed it so much that you're not even really thinking about, you know, the situation as a whole now. You're just thinking what's going to get the most views. So yeah, I just want like your opinion on it, because it's something I'm wary of. I don't have like a definite opinion on it. Now, during this entire situation, MrBeast has always said, like he said in his statement, that he had no idea that this stuff was going on, and he's kind of removed himself from the situation. However, what Rosanna and Dogpack discuss next kind of shows that Jimmy might have knew. It could infer that possibly he actually knew Ava was like this. Just quickly, donuts, before I proceed with this video, do consider pressing the subscribe button so you'll have plenty of videos like this to binge watch when you're bored. And you'll also be part of the best corner of the internet and the best community on YouTube, the donuts. The donuts? The donuts. Why did I say it like that? So yeah, press subscribe.
June of 2021, he sends a message of an anime, says, I bet Chris would love this show. This show is about a romantic relationship between a 26-year-old salaryman and a 17-year-old high school runaway.
So even if Jimmy was just joking there, like in hindsight with everything that came out, it doesn't look the best. Like, he might have not have knew that, and for some reason it was just a stupid joke that he made, but it really doesn't stack up right when this person is actually like what you've just made the joke about.
I've heard there's a lot of different animes out there.
There is, and Ava is well versed in all of them. If you don't follow the plot, Food Wars is just food and porn. She clarifies, underage porn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, did no one in these chats go, you know what, they're a little bit weird, aren't they? Like, they keep bringing up, like, underage. It's a bit strange, really, isn't it? Did nobody know? Did nobody read the signs? They then go on to show other various horrific messages that Ava Chris Tyson would put in this group chat. Some included, like, how she'd find, like, underage cartoon characters attractive, which is just a weird thing to kind of sexualize. And obviously that goes without saying. That's just, like, what? Like, why would your mind straight away go to that? But again, just to kind of look at this situation as a whole, I just don't like the overall tone that Rosanna has when she kind of talks about this.
There's another meme
Messed up.
posted by Ava. I didn't know she was 12. Here's another one from Animal Crossing.
No, oh no, not Animal Crossing.
We're gonna ruin all
It's
of
like the fact they're laughing at it. It's like these are some serious messages, and what we know now about Ava Chris Tyson, they're actually pretty sick. Like, I don't feel like this is funny. Like, when I watch this, like, I don't really, this might just be me, I might just be a bit more serious than her, but I just don't believe that this is like a laughing matter. Like, this person is actually like a horrific person and has had like a negative impact on a lot of people. I don't know, like, it just doesn't sit right with this, the kind of overall vibe, the way that they're covering this. But again, that might be me just being like hypercritical, and obviously, like, I know I am criticizing Rosanna, but like I said earlier in this video, like, MrBeast and the people actually in this group chat are the main offenders here. I want to make that clear. They then show other weird messages that Ava Chris Tyson would put in this group chat.
Oh no, that's a
bad.
ton of Nazi symbols. My grandfather, he was a Marine and he fought against Nazis. I just hate it.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take, love. I think everybody should probably hate the Nazi symbol, if I'm honest. You don't need to justify it. We're on board with that one. They then reveal even more information that could show that Jimmy knew about Ava Chris Tyson before that he said that he did. Like, I'm sorry, but is that even that funny? Like, you know, like, if that's in a group chat with your mates, if one of them put that in, like, that's, you just be like, what? It's like, what's the context of this one? They clearly had, like, very, very, like, dark, crude humor. And one thing that I do think is a little bit worrying is these messages were only from 2020 to 2021. So, you know, that's only, like, a very short time period. Also, like, in Rosanna's own words, these are not all of the messages, because obviously she's going to do, like, a 5-part series on this. She has to, you know. So it just makes you think, like, what is actually going on in this group chat? And then, like I said earlier, where they then decide to target their content towards kids, and then these people are, like, hanging around kids constantly, especially Ava Tyson, who seems to be, like, the #1 person who's, like, kind of putting these posts in the chat. That is one thing that is interesting, is that you never really see Jimmy, apart from when he was kind of alluding to the fact that Ava Chris Tyson would like a certain show, you never see him really post anything of this nature in the chat, but they kind of make that clear at the start where they say, like, the main reason for this video is to prove that Jimmy knew about Ava Chris Tyson, not that he was doing it himself. But I don't know, maybe I'm just, like, reading this wrong, but it seems just quite dystopian. This seems like a Black Mirror episode, like the way that they're just, like, jokingly laughing at these like really, really vile messages that have been unearthed. It just seems like they're not treating this situation that serious, and it's all just one big laugh that these have been exposed. They then proceed to like show some more messages, and then the video ends, and Rosanna actually like does like a follow-up comment in the comments, as I believe she came under flack for kind of making this video and not sending it in to the authorities. She said, "I have reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities. FBI. Hopefully they will look into these MrBeast Telegram company chat logs and other concerns. These chat logs were confirmed to be legitimate to me by a few former MrBeast employees who were in the chats. I am continuing to sort through them and will keep you updated in the coming weeks." Okay, so this has just been took up a notch because now the FBI are involved. This is way past YouTube drama at this point. So she's got her money, she's got her YouTube, she's got her million views, and then she's went, you know what, I'm going to pass this on to the FBI now. Now, in this second line, I do think, again, it's interesting that she hasn't actually went through all the messages yet. Like, if this was me, and if for some reason I was making a video out of this situation after unearthing these messages, I would make sure that I had covered every single message before making this video. It seems like she just wanted this video out like as quick as possible, and you're gonna see why that's kind of backfired a little bit. So obviously the main thing the FBI would probably be concerned about is the exchange of the photo of the suspected 13-year-old, as this is definitely breaking the law. Well, Dogpack actually came out on Twitter after this video was uploaded and said, "Update, I have received the original source of the Ivanka photo. It's from April 2000 British GQ magazine photo shoot. Surprisingly, it is actually her, and she was 18 at the time." You said that you did research and you confirmed that she was actually 13. What do you mean she's actually 18? Also, if this was in British GQ magazine, that's not that hard to find. He said that he reversed image searched it, so I don't know how he didn't find this on the reverse image search. Also, it's pretty crazy to reverse image search a photo that you think is of a 13-year-old. I am sure now people will flip and say I should have reverse image searched the photo more before going to the authorities, the media. Also, Ro first visited the FBI before filming the YouTube video. Another lie that's been spread. Everything was handled in accordance with the law. And again, Rosanna and I never reported Ava's allegation of 13 as fact. I showed what Ava alleged and I showed the law. I said that if it actually was a 13-year-old, it would constitute as CP in my opinion. Other people ran CP as fact, not us. Okay, so, I mean, this guy is definitely going to receive a lawsuit from MrBeast or whoever is involved in this situation. Because if you're going to say that on a video, you need to make sure that you've got your shit backed up. You're the first person to break this information. You need to make sure that you have fact-checked this to, like, the ultimate level. And I think this goes hand in hand with Rosanna saying that, you know, she hasn't checked all the messages. She clearly just wanted this out as fast as possible. And with a topic like this, you just have to take a little bit more time. Like, even if it's a day, even if it's a few more hours, just to make sure that everything you're saying is fact. But again, this doesn't change the fact that Ava Chris Tyson genuinely believed that she was 13. It's just the fact that these have sent this to the FBI, which is just absolutely mental, like saying that it was CP. But yeah, I just want to make sure that you know that I don't sympathise with Ava Chris Tyson in this situation, quite the opposite. Now, he says in this that he never claimed that it was CP, that was actually us. But if you actually look at the video, he does kind of say that it is.
This is the most disgusting one by far. Well, actually, the CP was probably more disgusting.
So he basically says, oh yeah, like the CP was more disgusting, not the alleged CP, not the suspected CP. He pretty much confirms it there. But from his point of view, he's probably just stressing out because like this is such a huge thing that he's like, you know, hasn't fact checked, and he's probably just trying to like put down the fire as quickly as possible. So I can see why you would tweet something like this, but there's no point in lying. Because when Dogpack released those videos, like he wasn't making any money off those videos. He was doing that purely because he wanted this information out there, and I really respected him for that. But right now, it just seems like I don't know what his kind of goal is now. Another thing I find a little bit odd is Rosanna Pansino used the alleged photo of a 13-year-old as a way to like clickbait our audience in the thumbnail to click the video. Not only that, but she did like A/B testing, which basically is a new feature on YouTube, which is a little bit like Netflix, where you can do various thumbnails to see which one performs the best. She did that and like manipulated the photo of a 13-year-old to see which one was the most clickbait. This is fucked. Like, why are YouTubers like this? Fair play, allude to it in your thumbnail. Like, that's like one of the main parts of this. But you don't need to like do various versions of the photo. Like, don't have that photo in at all. I'm now recording this a few days later because MrBeast has actually responded to everything, and it's quite significant. So he replied to this original tweet that he wrote about the Ava Chris Tyson situation, and he stated, "A 3-month investigation into allegations regarding my company has concluded. The law firm investigators reviewed millions of documents, messages, and conducted 39 interviews. I was asked to refrain from making public statements to enable a detailed and unbiased investigation. Below are their conclusions." Let's take a look. It's perfect timing that this has now been released after that video that Rosanna Pansino recently released. It's almost like he's trying to just kill the hype of that video dead. Now, a lot of this is kind of boring admin kind of talk, but I'm going to pick out some interesting parts. So they basically say in the first paragraph that this is unbiased. It was a third-party investigator that was conducting this investigation, so it's not biased in any way by MrBeast or anyone that works at the company. And it's also stated that nobody was allowed to talk about the situation, not MrBeast, not anyone that worked for MrBeast, not anyone that was doing allegations currently against MrBeast apparently. And here are the findings. Allegations of sexual misconduct. I'm not going to read them out because I actually want this video to be monetized. Between company employees and minors are without basis. The allegations were soundly rejected, included by alleged victims. Now, one of the alleged victims in this situation, Lava, actually backed this up by writing his own tweet to these findings. He's basically said that people said that he was groomed when him himself has said that I actually wasn't. And the people in this investigation actually reached out to him and he really appreciated that. Now, this doesn't clear up any of the other messages that Rosanna Pansino covered, but it does clear up some things that people were kind of labelling against MrBeast. The second finding was allegations of the company knowingly employing individuals with histories towards illegal or questionable legal conduct are similarly without basis. Now, I think this alludes to MrBeast employing someone that was actually an offender. MrBeast claimed that he never knew this, and this is what this finding says, whereas some people have disputed that, saying that MrBeast openly knew that the person that he employed was actually a sexual offender. It also says that there's no indication that there's like company misconduct or anything bad happening behind the scenes, like the way that they treat people. So basically what it's saying is all of these allegations that people are putting towards MrBeast are bullshit. It then goes on to say what the MrBeast Corporation are gonna do in future to like make their company better to work for, I guess. Like, it has pointless things such as developing new policies codified in an employee handbook. Little voice break there. Sending a clear message regarding Toad at the top. I don't know, this kind of just seems like a really corporate way of saying they're kind of finding themselves. They're gonna go to Bali soon, right? They're gonna find out who they really are, and I don't think they're gonna like what they're gonna find. So yeah, we've kind of just got to take MrBeast's word for it that this was like an independent investigation. I don't really know how they're cleared of everything when one of the company work chats that got leaked kind of showed really inappropriate messages. Let me know what you think of this response and if you think this makes MrBeast in the clear. I just feel like this situation is gonna get worse and worse. I don't think this is the end of this, so 3,000 likes on this video and we will continue to cover it. And yeah, if you want to see my previous video on MrBeast, make sure you click this video right here, or if you want to watch a brand new video from me, click this one right here. Go on a binge watch.